Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today we have one of my most anticipated Lightning Collection releases, or part of my most anticipated Lightning Collection releases, and this is, or it should be, one of the Ninja Turtle 2-packs, the TMNT Lightning Collection crossover that we've been going on here. So this one shipped out from GameStop. This one should be the Foot Soldier Tommy Oliver and Red Ranger Raphael. I'm a little worried about this because the 2-pack height should be basically the exact height of this box. So I hope it's not crammed in here and beaten up or anything. So just gonna cut that very carefully so that way I don't damage it. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, it definitely got bent down there. Okay. Oh, holy crap. Okay, let me move this box out of the way here. It's here! Alright, we have the first of the TMNT 2-packs. Mine got significantly bent down there in the corner, which is unfortunate, but oh well. It happens. For the most part, it's pretty good. So, wow, guys. Oh, I've been waiting for these for so long. Ever since I leaked them back in February, and they got announced back in August. Oh, it looks so good. All right, here we go. So, this is the Foot Soldier Tommy Oliver and Morphed Raphael. So, this is actually Pack C. There's a lot of glare going up at the top there, but this is Pack C. Of the 3 2-packs, they refer to the Leonardo and Donatello one as Pack A, the April O'Neil and Michelangelo as Pack B, and this is Pack C. So, it's interesting that this is the one that shipped first from GameStop. Obviously, then Shredder is by himself. So taking a look, ooh, I like that. Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there on the side. You get the Foot Soldier Tommy Oliver artwork. You get the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo on the side with Raphael. So, still, I like how this fits in with, the Lightning Collection, design aesthetic. You still have Tom Whalen artwork and all that stuff, but it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit special. It says Power Rangers, X, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the bottom. On the top, you have both of the franchise logos with really cool, backdrop. It has, the power coins and the Ninja Turtle weapons and stuff. It's a little hard to see. But, and then on the back, we have a 3D render, as we usually do. So there's that. And you get the Hasbro, Boom Studios, and Nickelodeon logos, because this was definitely a big collaborative process to make this a thing. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at these figures in detail. I'm hyped. Alright, so here are the figures out of the box here, and you get a ton of accessories with these guys. You can definitely see why this is more of the $50 price point than the $40 price point. I mean, not only do you have the licensing stuff with the TMNT, but of course you also have the new turtle body mold here. And this is basically just kind of a regular Lightning Collection body mold, but yeah, I can definitely see why the price comes here. So we're going to take a look here at the Foot Soldier Tommy first, and then we'll move over to Raphael. So we'll move him out of the way a little bit there. So here is the Foot Soldier Tommy Oliver. So it's a pretty generic, Foot Clan Foot Soldier from, probably a kind of a style of the 80s cartoon of the Ninja Turtles and stuff. But, obviously looking like the comic appearance here. So what's really great about these guys here is that while this is specifically labeled as Tommy, in this form, it can just be a generic Foot Clan soldier. So I could definitely see people wanting to army build these. I actually plan on getting a couple of these guys myself here. I think I actually have some people who reached out to me saying they only want Raphael and are willing to sell me the Foot Clan soldier. So if I can get at least 2 more of these guys, that's my goal. Because I like to army build 3 of every army trooper. So I need 2 more of these. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice figure. I like it, and I think it would be a nice little army builder if you can get it. You have the nice kind of Shredder-like kind of, blade cuffs there and such, which is really cool. You have, it's got that kind of hinge joint up the other way. You got the silver paint there. You got nice little damage marks and stuff in there, so that's a nice little touch. And, but yeah, I mean, articulation-wise, I don't really go over that in any of my videos that much because it's all pretty standard, and this one is definitely the case. There's really nothing that, gets in the way. Honestly, it's a pretty bare-bones Lightning Collection figure. I mean, you have a little bit of sculpting down here, on the wrap around his, knee and stuff like that. And obviously, the, wrist downward is a little bit more of a remold and everything. And, of course, you have the head there, which looks great. It does kind of mesh well with the purple neck and the whole, shield kind of piece they have going on here. So, yeah, I dig it. So, of course, with this, since it is supposed to specifically be when Tommy is disguised as a Foot Clan soldier, you have pieces to make it Tommy. So, of course, the swappable head is a Tommy Oliver head. So we'll go ahead and grab that here. So here it is. It's not really supposed to be based off of the comic necessarily. It's basically just the Wave 7 Green Ranger head sculpt used again, but it's with the headband painted purple. So I can bring in here. Here's the original Wave 7. And, well, the skin color is certainly different. But I'm pretty confident that's the same head sculpt. I know people were saying, like, on my Adam Metallic Armor video that they were a different head sculpt. But I really just think it's a slight difference in, like, you know, the way that the factory manufactured them and the paint, obviously. Because, like, this is definitely the same mold. Hasbro reuses molds all the time. And, I mean, I don't blame them for that. But, yeah, the paint is definitely a different skin tone color. But it's essentially the same kind of head as we got with Wave 7. I mean, you can even see the headbands back there. So, you know, I'm not surprised by that. But basically, there's a couple different options we have. So, let's see. How do we do this? Because you have, like, the kind of neck garb version of him, which can kind of go over his mouth like that, which looks kind of neat. So, oh, okay, I got you. So, very similar to like the Doggy Kruger head sculpt from Wave 1, where it can kind of include that neck piece. You can kind of put that down there first, and then you can take your Tommy Oliver head sculpt and plug it in there to create the whole look there. So that looks pretty neat. I like that. So, you can kind of have like, you know, maybe if you get a little army of these guys, you could have like Tommy be the leader in the front, looking like that, and then you can have like a couple regular foot soldiers. So I really like that option. I'm really happy that, while, you know, the box art has them like this, you know, in the Tommy mode, they don't lock it to that, so you can have it just be a regular foot soldier. I really appreciate that. And of course, you can take off, you know, the like mouth guard piece at the bottom there if you want to. So you can definitely have that option. So yeah, there is that. We'll kind of probably just leave them like that for probably the rest of the video. I don't really see why not. So we'll put him back there, take a look at his accessories, besides the head sculpts. So you get 2 swappable hands that are just fists, so nothing too crazy there, pretty standard. They have that same kind of damage effect and such on them, so they are really nice. You get this katana, which is really great because not only is it sculpted nicely, but it's just kind of a nice generic katana you can like use for any figure, so I really, really dig that. So there's that. And what's really cool is that we actually get, you know, 2 effect pieces with him. So we have this one right here, which is the kind of, you know, punching effect piece we've had multiple times. It might be slightly remolded in there. I don't think so, but we haven't really had this one in a minute. Well, I guess we just got it with the Zeo Cogs in purple. So we never really had it in like this dark blue. We've had it like in a light blue and an orange and a purple, but it's kind of like this dark blue that we've never had before. And then we get this one, which is a brand new effect piece, and this is really neat. So it's like a sword slash one, right? And there's a little hole at the bottom of it, so you can take the katana, and you can have it look like he's, you know, slashing with it, and that looks really neat. I mean, I guess it's a little strange looking, but like I think I like the effect that it's going for, right? So I think that's pretty cool. And then of course we can just take the katana. And I think it's actually cast in black plastic, so I don't think that it should chip off any paint in his hand, which, you know, definite complaints of the Lightning Collection all the time is all these figures having all their weapons chip paint off in the hands. So let's get that in his hand there. That's close enough. And we have Tommy ready to go to either fight against Shredder or fight with Shredder against the Ninja Turtles or whatever you want to do. And, yeah, so probably my least favorite figure of the Ninja Turtle crossover series. I think that it was just kind of like, oh crap, we need to think of something so that way we could justify 3 2-packs and Shredder on his own, do Tommy. But, you know, if you want it to be a Foot Clan soldier instead of Tommy, I think that makes it worth it in the end. So let's take a look at Raphael. So here we go. We have a Ninja Turtle in the Lightning Collection. And this is sweet. So you have this bigger, bulkier kind of figure build, which, you know, makes a lot of sense there. I can already tell people are probably going to complain. I don't know how it's coming on the camera, but the joints, the hinges there are definitely a different shade of red than the rest of him. I noticed a lot more. They're like almost a pinker shade. It's really hard to tell on camera, but it comes up, you know, in real life here. But yeah, I mean, sculpt-wise, it's great. You know, it has that bulkier kind of figure build to it and everything, as you would expect. I think the detail's great. You still have the Tyrannosaurus coin molded on his belt buckle there, so technically the Morphed should be silver, not just white with everything else, but I don't care. It's perfectly fine. The shell on the back is a really nice sculpt. It's like a nice hard plastic. It does kind of get in the way of the articulation, as you would expect. It's strange, because like he does have movement down there. It's a little hard to kind of see what's going on with the joints, but like he kind of has movement down there. You're not going to get much out of it, you know. Like there is there is a rotation if you wanted to do some weird poses, but it's a little limiting when you have a giant turtle shell on your back. So, but like everything else is pretty much the same. You still have a double jointed. Is it double jointed? Yeah, double jointed elbows and knees and such like that. I mean, the boots are more or less basically the same. They might actually be the same. We'll bring in the regular Red Ranger in a second. Head sculpt. Ooh, that's a nice smooth rotation. That's because this is using the kind of, not dumbbell, because that's like the back and forth that the regular Lightning Collection head joints are, but this is using that new ball joint, which we'll just pop off and show you. It's using this kind of new ball joint neck peg that we have. What we see is actually going to be on the Ninja Rangers that we're going to about to get. It's also on the Phantom Ranger, so yeah, I like that joint a lot. I think it kind of creates a nice smoother movement, and also I think it's probably going to be less prone to breaking, so that's definitely a good sign. I like how you have the diamond on his chest there, but that's just kind of, to the design. But yeah, I mean, this is sweet. It might be a little taller than it should be. I think the Ninja Turtles are supposed to be a little smaller than the Power Rangers, but they're usually kind of hunched over as well. So in the comics and stuff, so you might want to maybe do that a little bit to kind of get the scale a little bit correct. We'll go ahead and take a look at its accessories in a second, but first of all, I do want to bring in the regular Wave 3 Red Ranger figure. So you can see here that, I mean, he's a little smaller, but I still think that he's maybe a little too big, but okay, yeah, they're definitely different boots and everything, but you can see kind of what they've gotten going on here, and honestly, much better and accurate head sculpt on that one than we ever got on the original Red Ranger there. So there is that to keep in mind. But yeah, taking a look at his accessories, he gets a lot as well. That's for Tommy. So we'll start with this effect piece because it's not a new one. It's just, I think, in a new color. We've never had it in like this kind of golden-ish color, so that's nice to have. I like that a lot. And then he actually has a lot of swappable hands. So you can see here he has his 2 open hands that he comes with out of the package, but he has like these kind of sai holding hands, so like part of it will go through his fingers, so that's pretty cool. And then he also has just 2 fists as well, so he has 2 sets of swappable hands too, so he has 6 hands total, which is great. We never see that many hands with the Lightning Collection figures. And then speaking of his weapons, you get his, I guess, what are these, the Power Sword Sai or whatever. Awesome. I love how they combined the Power Rangers weapons with the Ninja Turtles weapons, and I think it really works here. So you get 2 of them, obviously, 1 for each of his hands, and they're sculpted really nicely. You got this nice paint down there. You have the Tyrannosaurus coin. I am worried about them chipping paint, because the Power Sword was notorious for chipping paint on the black handle, so we'll see how it goes. But I do want to swap his hands here, because I want to give him those sai holding hands that I think will work better for a pose on those 2. So, but the swappable hands work the same way as you would expect any other figure. Where was his other sai holding hand? Oh, it was behind his head. I couldn't see it. It blended in with the shelf. So first of all, before I put them in his hands, he does have holsters for them on his belt buckle, which might be a little tricky to get to. Oh, okay, not too bad. Just kind of move his arms out of the way. But yeah, I do like also that the Ninja Turtles, all 4 of them, have storage on their belts or on their shells or something. And for Raphael, it's here on his belt, so that's fantastic. I always like when we get weapon storage, and the regular Ninja Turtles usually have that for their weapons, so it's great that the Power Rangers versions of them have it as well. But yeah, you can kind of just slot them through his fingers there. So yeah, you can eventually kind of finagle it to be something like that. They kind of stay in there. I think that they'll stay for a decent amount of time, and it's kind of just friction, holding them in there like that. But it does look great. It has a great effect. And of course, to wrap up Raphael here, we have to do the swappable head that he has. So of course, these also come with Ninja Turtle swappable heads, which I think is just really fun. When these first got leaked, I did not think that this was going to be a feature that they would have. But hey, they have them. So this is a little tricky to get this on there. How does that supposed to work? All right, I got it on there. It was a little tricky. It's kind of higher up there in the head. But yeah, there's the Raphael head joint. So of course you got his bandana back there and everything. And these are probably not like, the perfect head sculpts for these, but I like them. I like that they are an option that they've included. Because, full Lightning Collection figures would get head sculpts, so why not the Ninja Turtles? So, and while doing that, his sai fell out of his hands. I kind of figured that was going to happen, but yeah, what a great set. So overall, I highly, highly recommend these sets here. And this one might even be my least favorite of the 3. and I still absolutely adore it, you know? Like, I think the other two just kind of have some cooler, you know, figure options and everything, and I maybe would have preferred a different character than Foot Clan's, you know, Soldier Tommy, but still, really, really great 2-pack. I mean, it's a great to get another Red Ranger, you know, kind of a leader, kind of our Ninja Turtle team here. I mean, Leonardo would be the real leader of this team, I suppose, but yeah, these are fantastic. You will be able to combine the power weapons here into a Power Blaster whenever we get the whole team. I really, really hope the other 2-packs and Shredder ship out here soon. I will leave a link in the description below to GameStop. They currently still have this in stock and on sale. It's actually like $8 off right now, so great time to pick it up. Hopefully the other ones come out sooner rather than later. And I know that's not for everybody. I know a lot of people are not happy about these figures, saying that they're like taking up slots in the Lightning collection. I love that these happened. I never thought these would ever be able to be a thing, and I am absolutely blown away that they finally exist in front of me here. I love them so much. You guys nailed it, Hasbro team. Thank you for making this possible. So, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR, and I thank you all for watching. Cowabunga!